What's good, YouTube? I'm back with another video, and in this video I'm going to talk about how I handle my losses when it comes to trading and how I deal with them, what I do. So the first thing you got to know is that you are going to eventually lose. You can't avoid it. We can avoid it a little bit, but they will eventually happen. You can't not lose, and no trader in the world has a 100% win rate. So with knowing that, when it comes to losses, you need to be able to control yourself. You need to be able to say to yourself, it's all good. I know I'm good. Doesn't matter if I lost today. I'm going to learn from it. I'm going to back test. I'm going to understand why I lost. And then tell yourself it's temporary, because I know this loss is not going to be here forever. And you are going to lose again, but you just need to understand that it's temporary. And then you need to be able to tell yourself, I'm going to come back tomorrow, I'm going to come back better, more focused. And then with knowing that, I think this next thing is the most important thing, or one of the most important things to me when it comes to losing a trade or losing a setup. You need to be able to get off the market. You need to just be able to close whatever you're trading on and get off the market. Do not touch it, just leave it as it is. So you need to be able to get off, and then you need to tell yourself it's all okay, it's all good. Just as I was saying earlier, you need to tell yourself it's all good. Trading, losing is part of the process. And then I used to do this a lot, and sometimes still do, but I can control myself now. I used to revenge trade, so I used to take a setup and lose, and then I'd be like, why don't I just take this setup? I see the setup's good, why don't I just take this? But I'm already down so much, so why don't I just take this? And then I'd eventually end up taking that setup and then losing more. And then I'd feel even worse now. I'd be like, why did I take that? Why didn't I just listen to my rules? Why didn't I be disciplined? Why didn't I just focus on like the trade I lost and understand why I lost instead of taking another one when I'm already down money? So I used to do this a lot, but I can control it now, because I understand there's no point in taking another setup. Like, I'm just probably going to lose again. Sometimes I used to make my money back when I used to revenge trade, but I do not recommend it. Then, with saying that, when I used to take losses, I would be like, I've taken a loss now, and now the feelings and emotions inside of me would be the worst. I'd be like, I'm further away from my goal than I was before this loss. And then I'd be like, why don't I just take the setup? So this comes in with revenge trading. I'd be like, why don't I take the setup so I can be closer to my goal? But then I eventually end up losing, that I'm even further away from my goal now. So, and these feelings used to be the worst. Like, feeling like you're further away from your goal than you were before is literally the worst. Like, you're further away from everything you want to achieve. It's the worst feeling. To me, it's the worst. I hate feeling like that, but I've learned to control it now and go, losses are part of the process. No matter what happens, I just got to learn from them, come back better when I come and trade. So that's what I've had to deal with my trading. But I've learned to control it now, and I understand that loss is all part of the process. No one has a 100% win rate. Everyone's going to lose eventually. So then, the next thing I've written down is you need to be able to control your emotions. Everyone I know, every trader I know, every trader I've watched says this. It's literally like everyone says it, everyone preaches it. You need to be able to control your emotions when it comes to trading. But at first, this is the hardest thing, because I remember when I first did my first funded account, phase 1, first trade, I remember I took a clean setup. It did end up being a winner, but let me explain what happened. So I was in the setup, was clean, but it came down like kind of close to my stop loss, and I was like, my heart was beating. Because I don't know the feelings and the emotions that came in when you actually have money on the line. So then I took the setup, came close to stop loss, and I just got out and ended up being a winner. But then after that, everything just went down, because I didn't have I had too many emotions when it came to trading. So I just had to learn to control my emotions and just let the trade play out the way it needs to, because I can't control it. So let me just control what I can control my emotions. So that's what I've been learning to do, and I've learned to now I have no emotions. Well, I have a little bit of emotions when I trade, and it's a little bit of a loss, but I've learned to control it and just understand that losses are part of the process, and that's what I've been doing. So that's also very important, to control your emotions, like one of the most. And then another thing that I think is extremely important is you gotta love trading. You gotta love the game, and you gotta love the process. Because if you love trading and you love the process and you just enjoy trading so much, why are you gonna quit if you take a loss? This is how I was taking losses on losses on losses, and I'd be like, I'm not gonna quit because I love trading. No matter what happens, no matter if I lose a trade, no matter if I lose 50 trades in a row, I'm still gonna keep trading because I love it so much. I enjoy just trading. I remember I'd be going to school assist, or I'd go to school and go like, I can't wait to get home and trade it, because I trade New York session for me is after school, so it pretty much works out good. So I'd be like, I can't wait to get home and just trade. Like I still can't even focus on school. I can't even focus on school, but I'd be like, I can't wait to get home. I can't wait to trade because I just enjoy it so much. And I feel like this has helped me in my journey to not quit, because there's been some times where I wanted to quit. I've completely doubted myself, doubted my ability to trade. But then I've overcome that just because I love trading. And that has helped me a lot. So you gotta love trading. You gotta love the process. If you're doing it just for a quick get rich money thing, it's not gonna work. And that's not what trading is. Trading, you gotta sit down, learn, study, practice, all these things to become successful in trading. So you gotta learn that. You gotta love trading. Straight up, you gotta love trading. So that's pretty much how I handle my losses. I'm gonna do a quick recap of everything. First thing you gotta know is that you are going to lose eventually. Can't like, they are going to happen, and no trader has a 100% win rate. Second, you need to be able to control yourself in taking a setup and a loss. Third thing you need to know is you need to get off the market once you've taken a loss. Well, for me, that's in my trading plan. If I take a loss, I just get off. But then if I take a loss and it's before New York Open, I'd be like, okay, let me risk a little bit less. Like, not revenge trading because I'm still focused. I'd be like, I've taken a loss already, let me just be more cautious, maybe risk a little bit less, then take another setup, because that's just on my trading plan. That's what I do. Then do not revenge trade. Pretty important. Have no emotions when you're trading, and you gotta love trading. So those are pretty much what I do when I take a loss, or when I'm about to lose a setup. It's pretty much what I do. Just control myself, control my emotions. Those are the most important things, I think, when it comes to handling losses. But yeah, make sure you guys keep back testing, keep learning, keep grinding, keep working hard, because this is not just for fun. We're all doing this so we can become successful for trading and don't need to do anything with ourselves. We can just trade for 2 hours a day and make enough money, and that is the goal, to have freedom. So make sure you guys keep working hard, keep grinding, keep learning, because I already know this is all going to pay off. A few years from now, I already know this is all going to pay off, no doubt about it. Make sure you guys keep doing that.